I broke this pull handle on my door years ago, and just recently this handle broke. Gotta replace them both. Remove this thing first off. Gotta remove this, and this pin and bottom of door handle. Yeah, take that out. I got a kit that'll rebuild the door handle. You cut the parts out of it and just put screws and super glue on it, or you drill them out. Works pretty good, but I don't think that's the issue. Pretty safe to say it wasn't the door handle. Here's the cable, or what's left of it. I ordered a new one. Should be here in a couple days. Next issue I had is this pull handle that's supposed to be there. It has been broken for about 5 years. And to replace it, I have to replace the whole skin of the door, which is about 250 bucks brand new. And nobody had one used they weren't willing to get rid of for cheaper than $190. I'm gonna see if I can jerry rig it and kind of fix it. Here's the pull handle I'm gonna try to use. This side is way different and it's kind of gross and needs cleaned up, but it's in a lot better shape than the other one. So I'm gonna try to remove this one, cut this off, and make it work for the other one. So I drilled all of these out. I think I can get it to work just with a lot of cutting and even more glue. Okay, I moved all the brokenness, all that, cut it all off. Now I gotta add some other parts, add some rigidity to it, and then put that other one back on it. I got this piece screwed in there. I got 2 screws right there, and then I got 2 bolts right there holding the steel piece on. Now I'm just gonna put a bunch of glue and stuff right here, and I'm just gonna work my way up. So next I'm gonna put this on top of it and just kind of put a bunch of screws and everything in it, and then put a piece, another steel piece or something down here, another piece right here. But basically what I'm gonna do is just this, after everything's said and done, is probably just going to be a big old piece of solid glue and other stuff. But this bucket looks familiar. It's my welding bucket. It's also going to be my resin bucket. Oh. After everything's said and done, this is probably going to be just a solid mass of epoxy. So I took a metal strap, I believe it's aluminum, it might be steel, I don't know. And I bolted here, 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 here to this piece of metal and to the handle. You won't really tell when you put your hands on it because it's just one of those flat, well, it's right there. Now I'm gonna get a bunch more of that glue stuff that I put over here and put it around it. Really solid this bad boy up. completely caked it with resin. Now, gonna let it dry again and go do the next step. Next step is clean this armrest, this old armrest all back up. A few things I need to do is these will no longer fit, so I need to cut these off. And then I have a piece of plastic that I'm gonna run around here. Hopefully cut it to fit in here, so it'll fit under here, so this can't, you know, just flop up all the time. A piece right here, and then do the same thing over here, but this is kind of textured, and this is kind of textured. It's just gonna be a little different color and kind of a drop down. Got the plastic all fitted in there, cut it up and fit it in there. You can throw some epoxy around the edges. Really solid it up. I got it all zip tied together because that's how I want it to be formed. And then obviously once the epoxy dries, I'll cut the zip ties off and kind of trim up the edges and keep going. Now I need to mount this door handle. Put glue in all these screw holes and put the screws. And well, it looked like this. All right, got everything in place, got it all glued in there. You can see some of the glue right here, but there's kind of a gap up here along with up here. I'm going to throw some clear silicone on either end just to kind of seal it and hold it together a little bit, but keep it, you know, kind of soft on these edges. And then I'm just gonna start putting everything back together. I think I got the door panel built up good enough that I can start reassembling everything. Got that side of the cable all hooked up in, or pushed in there again. Seemed to have worked pretty easy. No idea how I did that right the first time. Got all the sound deadening kind of back in place. It's all been moved around quite a bit. Some of these holes are going to be hard to hit. Got everything kind of back where it goes. Now I just got to push this all back in. Not the cleanest transition between my switches and the thing, but we already knew that was going to happen. So, well, got it all back together. See if it works. Well, that part works. That's just pull handle. Hey, that part works too. Doesn't work when it's locked. Does work when it's unlocked. All right. Yeah, that needs cleaned and everything, but it works all right for a 2013 10-year-old truck. Works all right. Good enough for the girls I date, considering it was my girlfriend at the time who broke it. My now wife. Solution: don't let my wife drive anymore.